Hi, my name is Connie Melzer, and I will be presenting Developing Engagement Strategies Across Age Groups for my AGED class 525 at CSU with Dr. Kelly Inns. This is my Lightning Talk Module 7. I am researching elementary age students. What do we know about elementary age group developmentally? First, we know that they are curious. Kids want to play. They want to play with guided instruction. They crave relationships. They need a lot of trust, and they need to be able to feel safe in their environment. They need encouragement, positive encouragement with structure and active learning. They need activities with end goals in mind. First, the way to motivate them will start with intrinsically. You want to lean into the assets that the students already have, and that will create a positive self-reward. You also want to activate their prior knowledge with something the children can relate to, something they know about. Next, we'd move on to extrinsically motivating the kiddos. Learning environment. Your proximity from the teacher to the student should be pretty similar across the board. One thing that I have used is flexible seating that I find has helped out tremendously. However, not all kids are excited by that, so they definitely have a choice to use that. I don't teach from a desk. We know that research shows moving around, engaging with the students shows a greater result, a better result. Positive feedback is another way to extrinsically motivate the children. Calling home at the beginning of the year, then throughout the year, continuously giving good feedback of what their child is doing, then it relates to the child and the parent relationship. And then that child comes back to school ready and excited to learn because their parents know that they are doing well and having fun. Rubrics. I found rubrics with clear expectations that equal reward is a way to motivate students. One thing that I've done with economic commerce is the student driven and maintained in the classroom. For example, if they're doing something well or attempting to try something, they get paid. And then with that payment at the end of the week, they can buy with the fake money something out of the treasure box or whatever you want to call it. The other thing is doing this collaboratively and having the students work together to understand that system and create that system, especially like a classroom set of rules that they help to create and expectations when the rules are not met. Teaching with that is hands-on, right? So the students love to be hands-on with the content in any way that you can get that to happen. Multiple different modes of how they deliver their knowledge is also helpful. Students understanding that failure is okay, that when they fail, they will actually learn and want to try differently, which creates a greater understanding of the content. And promoting experiential learning, I have included a link for a Chick Quest example, having the students take ownership of their learning by step learning the life cycle of a chicken and then actually hatching them in the classroom, or at least trying to hatch them in the classroom. Engage them in learning with Kahoot, personal whiteboards where they can feel like they are showing you their knowledge and it's okay to make a mistake. Again, student-driven choices for learning. Um, Possibly I've used a menu to pick tic-tac-toe. So there's a menu with 6 spaces in it, and there are the learning targets that they get to choose from. And by the end of the week, they have to have all those spaces completed. If they get a tic-tac-toe 3 in a row for that day, they get a sticker or some kind of a bear paw or a positive behavior influence. Sharing work with each other before sharing it to the whole class. Students grading their own work, then the teacher grading it with them. Quick feedback turn and talk, where the students get to turn and talk while you give your lecture, and make sure you're doing this frequently throughout the lecture so they can have check-ins. Students' questions and answers time with each other, then with the teacher. To round it off, these are the references I used to do this research, and I hope you have learned a few things about how we can motivate and engage students to learn.